All right, so I'm going to use a thicker yarn with a thicker hook to hopefully show you how to start a circle. So for toys and clothes, the magic circle is really nice, but it's better to do the slip stitch into it so it doesn't unravel. So to do your slip stitch, you take your loop, wrap it around, put your hook through, grab that yarn, and pull it tight. Pull it tight one more time. And there you go. You start your slip stitch. Now you chain 2. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now we work 6 times into this one to create the circle. Yarn over, pull through, pull through. Only single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need to make sure that you don't get too tangled on that tail there. You can keep pulling her down. So now we have to use the stitch marker. So I like to use something that you'll find everywhere, bobby pins. You just insert it through the loop that's on your hook. It serves not only as a marker but also as a checkpoint, so that if your hook ever falls out, you can still find the loop that you were just working on. So let me put this back in and we'll count our stitches to make sure. So as you can see, this is what the stitch looks like from the top. If you can see the little V's, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we have to work our increases through all of them. An increase is when you do 2 stitches into 1 hole. So 1 hole, you go through the 2 front and back loops. So you'll have 2 pieces of yarn on here, both parts of the V. That's how you pull it through. We do 1 single crochet, and into that same loop that we just worked into, as you can see here, we do another one, and that is your increase. So we do that again. Move to the next stitch. See the V, work through both of them, insert your hook underneath it, pull some yarn through, and then finish your stitch one more time, insert through, and finish. As you can see, it doubles everything. So since we started with 6, by adding 2 stitches into each of the previous ones, we will end with 12. So you can count it this way. Everything you will be working with will be multiples of 6. So the first row is 6 times 1, the second row will be 6 times 2, the third row will be 6 times 3, and the fourth row will be 6 times 4. So it's pretty easy to remember if you want to keep it like that, or if you're not good at math, just remember this pattern. So we just did an increase all the way around. Let's count our stitches again so you can get familiar with the stitches. See, there's 1 V, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So moving forward, now we alternate. We do 1 normal stitch, so go into that same gap. The gap doesn't change. Pull through. There's 1. Now we increase. 1, 2. And we repeat. Single and increase. So remember, increase means working into that same hole that we just worked into. We work that all the way around. Next one is a single. Move to the next hole. That's an increase. Keep going all the way around. You can keep double checking your work. So if you remember, we're on our 3rd row, which means 6 times 3 should be 18. Yeah? You should end, yes. The next one that you do, move the stitch marker, Now you do 2 single crochets followed by an increase. So single, next one, move to the next stitch, single, and increase. So you continue this for however long and wide you want your circle. So the next row after this will be 3 single crochets followed by an increase. The next round will be 4, then the next round will be 5, and you keep doing that until your circle becomes as big as you want. And you can make little guys like this. Or you can make it a small circle and just end here and continue the same number. So if you end with 18 single crochets and you continue to do rounds with only 18, it'll make a cylinder. So it'll make it longer. So I hope that helps.